Is traveling a hobby? 100% it is. The dictionary definition of hobby is an activity someone does for pleasure when they are not working. So if you travel for pleasure whilst you are away from one, you can absolutely consider your travel as a hobby. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will converse about the top 10 destinations to travel in the year 2023. In November, American Express Travel published its 2023 Trending Destinations list. It was compiled using the number of global American Express card member travel reservations made between 2019 to 2022. According to American Express Travel, 70% of respondents say they want to travel to wish list destinations in 2023, and 50% are already planning summer vacations for next year. Number 1. Copenhagen, Denmark. Copenhagen is on the islands of Zealand and Amager. Originally a Viking fishing village established in the 10th century in the vicinity of what is now Gamel Strand, Copenhagen became the capital of Denmark in the early 15th century. Beginning in the 17th century, it consolidated its position as a regional center of power with its institutions, defenses, and armed forces. Since the turn of the 21st century, Copenhagen has seen strong urban and cultural development, facilitated by investment in its institutions and infrastructure. The city is the cultural, economic, and governmental center of Denmark. It's one of the major financial centers of Northern Europe with the Copenhagen Stock Exchange. Tourism is a major contributor to Copenhagen's economy, attracting visitors due to the city's harbor, cultural attractions, and award-winning restaurants. Since 2009, Copenhagen has been one of the fastest growing metropolitan destinations in Europe. Hotel capacity in the city is growing significantly. From 2009 to 2013, it experienced a 42% growth in international bed nights, total number of nights spent by tourists, tallying a rise of nearly 70% for Chinese visitors. The total number of bed nights in the capital region surpassed 9 million in 2013, while international bed nights reached 5 million. In 2010, it's estimated that city break tourism contributed to 2 billion DKK in turnover. However, 2010 was an exceptional year for city break tourism, and turnover increased 29% in that 1 year. 680,000 cruise passengers visited the port in 2015. In 2019, Copenhagen was ranked first among Lonely Planet's top 10 cities to visit. In October 2021, Copenhagen was shortlisted for the European Commission's 2022 European Capital of Smart Tourism Award, along with Bordeaux, Dublin, Florence, Ljubljana, La Palma de Mallorca, and Valencia. Number 2. Florida Keys, Florida. The Florida Keys are a string of tropical islands stretching about 120 miles off the southern tip of the U.S. state of Florida, between the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. They're known as a destination for fishing, boating, snorkeling, and scuba diving. The southernmost city of Key West is famous for Duval Street's many bars, Mallory Square's nightly sunset celebration, and the Ernest Hemingway Home and Museum. Key West is the most famous of all. Stretching 126 miles south towards Cuba, the stunning Keys are a perfect escape. Highlights along the way include Key Largo, Isla Morada, Marathon, Big Pine Key, and the irrepressible Key West. Come face to face with an amazing array of fish while snorkeling, diving, or fishing in the warm turquoise waters. Creeks, coral, and costume shows are other lures along the way. Highway 1 is a spectacular ribbon tying together the islands and atolls of this paradise between the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic. Number 3. Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul is packed full of all kinds of attractions. You can see them with a hop-on, hop-off bus, which is 15 stops. Byzantine and Ottoman architecture, such as Hagia Sophia, with its impressive dome, and the mosaics of the Blue Mosque, with its 6 minarets, unfold before you. Exploring the old city walls and taking a walk through the Spice Bazaar are also interesting activities. Children will enjoy the Miniaturk that shows the mini version of Turkey. If you want to explore the city with an experienced guide, you should choose the single-day city tour. The guide will show you all the major attractions in Istanbul. The tour starts at the old Hippodrome that used to be a sports and social center. This will be followed by a visit to the palace that was home to the Ottoman emperors between the 15th and 19th centuries and is now a wonderful treasury. To conclude, you'll also visit the Grand Bazaar with over 3,000 shops where people sell everything from jewelry to ceramics and leather. With its diversity, Istanbul offers plenty of cultural experiences. The mystical Sufi culture is especially interesting. Its practitioners wrote wonderful morals and songs about acceptance and tolerance. They developed religious practices that focus on self-control and meditation. You can discover all the secrets on a spiritual journey by taking part in a mystical ritual of the Mevlevi order, whose dance is part of the UNESCO World Heritage. The dance is a journey through the man's spiritual ascent through music and dance moves. Number 4. Lisbon, Portugal. Portugal is perhaps not the most famous in the world compared to Spain, Italy, or France, but contrary to what people may think, it truly has a lot to offer. Things to see, to discover, to experience, and of course, to eat. Among the best known things about Portugal in the world are without a doubt the cities of Porto and Lisbon, the capital city. The most popular food is bacalhau assado. Surfing is definitely an important tourist attraction, as are the stunning beaches and landscapes. Number 5. Mexico City, Mexico. Mexico City is a destination for many foreign tourists. The historic center of Mexico City and the floating gardens of Xochimilco in the southern borough have been declared World Heritage Sites by UNESCO. Landmarks in the historic center include the Plaza de la Constitución, Zócalo, the main central square with its epoch-contrasting Spanish era, Metropolitan Cathedral and National Palace, ancient Aztec temple ruins, Templo Mayor, and modern structures, all within a few steps of one another. The most recognizable icon of Mexico City is the Golden Angel of Independence on the wide, elegant avenue Paseo de la Reforma, modeled by the order of the Emperor Maximilian of Mexico, after the Champs-Élysées in Paris. In addition, according to the Secretariat of Tourism, the city has about 170 museums, which is among the top 10 of cities in the world with the highest number of museums. Number 6. Montenegro. Montenegro is a Balkan country with rugged mountains, medieval villages, and a narrow strip of beaches along its Adriatic coastline. The Bay of Kotor, resembling a fjord, is dotted with coastal churches and fortified towns such as Kotor and Herceg Novi. Durmitor National Park, home to bears and wolves, encompasses limestone peaks, glacial lakes, and 1,300-meter-deep Tara River Canyon. Once overlooked in favor of more well-known Mediterranean nations, Montenegro is fast gaining a reputation as a great place to travel. It's easy to see why. Mountainous hinterland nestles deep canyons, gushing rivers, glacial lakes, and primeval forest, popular for adventure activity. Number 7. Paris, France. A city so synonymous with beauty, even the least romantic are defenseless against its charms. For starters, explore Paris by visiting the famous Eiffel Tower, where you can enjoy the views of the metropolis. Secure direct access so you won't have to queue at the entrance. You can combine your Eiffel tour with an hour-long ride on the Seine, with wonderful views and with a visit to the Louvre Museum. The world's largest museum exhibits more than 35,000 items, which you can wander all day long with a ticket that will enable you to jump the queue. If you're interested to find out more about the museum, you can join the tour in the company of an experienced guide. You can see the whole of Paris from the roof terrace of the Montparnasse Tower. Number 8. Sydney, Australia. Sydney is the capital city of the state of New South Wales, and it's the most populous city in both Australia and Oceania. Sydney is home to must-visit icons like the Sydney Harbour Bridge and Opera House, but this harbour city is constantly evolving. New rooftop bars, theater shows, and designer shops pop up at every turn, and the urban excitement is perfectly balanced by afternoons spent lying on the sand. Plus, with diverse destinations at its doorstep, Sydney is the perfect base for day trips and weekends away. Number 9. Woodstock, Vermont. Woodstock, Vermont was chartered in 1761, 15 years before the United States of America signed the Declaration of Independence. Today, Woodstock continues to honor its heritage in artisan culture and tourism, celebrating its historic American charm, outdoor recreation, boutique shopping, farm-fresh dining, and a thriving community of artists, makers, and local tradespeople, with those who are inspired to discover the wonderful treasures of Woodstock, Vermont. On the other hand, Woodstock, Vermont is a leaf peeper's paradise. The town is most known for the Billings Farm and Museum, and being home to the Marsh Billings Rockefeller National Historical Park. Number 10. Yakuve Island, Fiji. Fiji has a significant amount of tourism visits. Fiji has a significant number of soft coral reefs, and scuba diving is a common tourist activity. Fiji's main attractions to tourists are primarily white sandy beaches and aesthetically pleasing islands with all-year tropical weather. Honeymoons are very popular, as are rare romantic getaways in general. There are also family-friendly resorts with facilities for young children, including kids clubs and nanny options. Fiji has several popular tourism destinations. Yakube Island is a private island type resort, an amazing destination to chill out with friends and family. We hope this video added value to your thoughts. Do share your views in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so and hit the notification bell. See you in the next video.